Have you ever woken up in the morning and not felt super motivated to work in or on your business? I totally understand how you feel because actually that happened to me this week. I woke up on Monday knowing that I had a laundry list of things to do and just didn't feel motivated to do that. So I wanted to share with you some of the tips that I go through when I have that feeling. And I know for many of us, most of us, we want our business to be all butterflies and rainbows. We want to wake up every morning feeling super inspired to get our work done. But the reality is that isn't how it happens. So here are my tips. The first one is connect to and remember your desires and your why. So for me, my desire is to be financially free. It's to be able to donate large sums of money to charity. And it's to make a big difference in women's lives by helping them create and grow a thriving online business. So to me, if I can just tap into those desires and those whys, I can get motivated. But if I'm not thinking about that, if I'm not thinking about why it is that I'm doing what I'm doing, it's very easy to feel unmotivated. So what are your desires? What is the why that you started your business? And I'm sure for most of you, you've seen the Simon Sinek video or read his book, Starting with Why. If not, I definitely recommend checking that out. So tip number 2 I have for you is get into action. As you sit in that paralysis analysis place, as you start to look at that laundry list of things that you've got to get done, which is where I was on Monday. I was looking at this large list that I needed to get done. And it starts to feel really overwhelming and you don't feel motivated. To me, it's like pick one and get into action. Don't focus on the 20 things you have to do. Just focus on one thing and start doing it really well. And it's going to be a snowball effect. You're going to start feeling motivated. You're crossing things off. You're checking them off your checklist. And I know for me, that feels really exciting. All right, tip number 3 is go out there and serve somebody. Help someone else and make a difference for them. So whether that's getting onto social media and answering someone's question or giving someone some inspiration or motivation for them, that's going to help you in turn feel motivated to make that next step and start working in and on your business. All right, tip number 4, have some accountability set up. Obviously, I'm going to recommend having a coach or a mentor, somebody that you can rely on, but I also recommend having some accountability partners or some business buddies that you can turn to when you're feeling unmotivated. They're going to be able to give you that kick in the butt that you need. They're going to be able to remind you of what your desires and your why are. And it's just a safe place for you to be able to really share what it is that you're feeling, get it out in the air, and feel like you've been heard. So that's tip number 4. Tip number 5 is get into reality. And what I mean by this is if you didn't have this business, what would life look like? Would you have to go back to a 9-to-5 job? Would you be working in a cubicle, reporting to a boss? Would you have lack of freedom, a couple days or weeks of vacation rather than really having the freedom to own your business? And if you aren't already a full-time entrepreneur, then you can reverse engineer that and think about what you're working towards. Think about the fact that you're working towards getting out of your 9-to-5. You're working towards, leaving your boss, firing your boss, those kind of things. So that's my tip number 5. Tip number 6 is do some self-care. So that's exactly what I did. So Monday, I just put my to-do list to the side. Nobody was waiting for me. There wasn't anything urgent that I had to do. And I went and played. I had friends that came in town. We went down to the water. We went on a hike. We ate ice cream. And I just got refueled with friends and laughter and fun. And, for me, that helps me get motivated because then I'm able to take a breath and take a breather. So for you, maybe it's just going in the backyard for a few minutes and reading a book or taking a walk or going to get a mani-pedi, something like that that's going to lift your spirits and help get you motivated. And then last but not least, there's plenty more, but last for this video is tip number 7, and that's celebrate. Celebrate the wins that you've had. Maybe for you, it's going back and reading some testimonials for people that you've made a difference to. Maybe it's, talking to a client and checking in with them to find out, what kind of celebrations they had that you can celebrate. So, focus on the positive, focus on the great things that you've done, and that's going to help you want to do more of that. So I hope that these tips have been helpful, and I hope that the next time that you're feeling less than motivated to jump out of bed and start working on your business, that you'll come back to one of these or multiples of these and, help you to close the gap on how long you stay unmotivated. But just know that it's normal. Everybody has those moments, but a true entrepreneur and a successful entrepreneur, closes the gap on the time that they're going to stay unmotivated. So I would love it if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you want to, hop on over to carrieshepard.com and become a part of my tribe. And I can share more inspiration and motivation and business building tips with you so that you can really create the business that you love and the lifestyle that you are desiring. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and God bless till I see you next time. Bye for now.